The four main ingredients in beer are malt, water, yeast, and hops. Although hoppy beers are all the rage right now, lots of folks might not understand what exactly hops are. I know I didn't, that is, until I watched this piece from Matt Wetterston of the Illinois Farm Bureau.
My name's Ross Sorensen. We're out here at Lode, Illinois at Landlocked Hops, and we're preparing and working on our 2020 harvest. We're the only hop farm for a few hundred miles here. There's 4 or 5 in the state of Illinois, and we're, I'm in the middle of nowhere, east central Illinois. No hops in sight around here. Every hop, it's grown in a different location. It's got a unique terroir. Soil is different, climate's different, so the hops turn out a little bit differently. So here we just try to do the best we can to grow them up, and from there, our system allows us to harvest and dry and pelletize in about 24 hours, and we feel like that just gives a freshness that you can't, you're not getting from hops that are flown in from states away. Obviously, we like beer and started there, and just saw a need for locally grown hops. A lot of craft breweries popping up all over, and hop farms should be following, and they weren't. So we saw an opportunity and just kind of started small. Hops are a plant that they're easy to grow, hard to grow well, hard to grow commercially. So we have a heavily regimented spray schedule, once, twice a week, for nutrients, fungicides, insecticides when necessary. We start by cutting the plants off at the bottom, cutting the plants off at the top. We lay them down in our hay rack got some sides on there. We take them up to our harvester, run them through. It's essentially just a big threshing machine. And from there it separates all the leaves, separates all the cones. And cones come out the side, trash comes out the back, and from there we stick them in the dryer, dry them down to about 10%, and then we process them into essentially just small little T90 pellets. Anybody can grow hops. It's a ton of work, and it's mostly by hand. So don't get to spend too much time on a tractor, driving around. It's boots on the ground that make a difference in growing hops. There's plenty of opportunity for local products. People are now starting to translate the food movement and where your food comes from to beer, and finding out where your beer comes from, where the ingredients come from. For me, it's just about getting connected to nature, growing plants. It's very grounding. There's just something about watching these plants go from bare dirt all the way up to 18 feet, and in essentially 3 months, and then turning this just a small little hop cone into something that thousands, millions of people enjoy. That's to try a beer that's got your hops in it. That's the peak of the mountain for us.
Most folks think of hops as what adds bitterness to beer, but they also help to keep beer fresher longer, help it to retain its head of foam, and add to the aroma and flavor.
As my daughter would say, here's a fun fact. Hops are also part of the same plant family as hemp and marijuana. We've got one more story for you that ain't in Alabama, at least not on a large scale. If you enjoy a crawfish boil, we'll show you where your dinner was born and raised when Simply Southern continues.
A farmer has to live on faith. We do all we can do, but we can only control so much.
Alabama is the second largest poultry growing state in the nation, so we're trying our best to grow all the corn we can for that.
What we produce not only feeds and clothes all of the United States, but about half of what we make goes on to the world market.
We've been able to improve yields, have some things that can help us produce a better crop. I'm proud of the product we make, and proud that I can say I'm an Alabama farmer.
Farm Bureau Bank has built its entire existence around the lifestyle and needs of farmers and ranchers across America. We're here to help grow traditions, give back to agricultural communities, and offer financial convenience for your unique way of life. From sunup to sundown, we are committed to serving you.
As a farmer, I grow U.S. farm-raised catfish. Doing that, I know it's a safe product and I enjoy eating it any way my wife likes to cook it. Hi, I'm Luke Smelly and I'm Alabama 2020 Catfish Farmer of the Year from Greensboro, Alabama. If you haven't tried U.S. farm-raised catfish, you should because it's delicious. Simple as that.
Hey y'all, I'm Kim Earwood with Alabama Ag in the Classroom. It's time for a rural dictionary unlike any other as we define dairy terms. There are different breeds of dairy cows. You may know Holsteins from popular fast food commercials. These cows are white with black splotches and have the highest milk production of all breeds. Jerseys have a tan coat and produce milk with more butter fat. Guernseys are white with brown markings. Their milk has high levels of beta-carotene. And brown Swiss cows are brown and known for their calm behavior. For more ag education resources, head over to alabamaAITC.org. This rural dictionary is brought to you by Alabama Ag in the Classroom. See you next time.